Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading scenario. Loading complete. Good luck.
All right, we are back for the fourth floor. Oop, everybody okay? Everybody happy? I see Bubba's. 9 and a hair. Uh, let's see. So there's feed the milk at 3, give second bottle at 7:30. Reminder that milk is in the fridge. Carry the baby monitor at all times. Be home around 8 p.m. That sounds like instructions to a babysitter. Butter, pot, tinfoil. Camp Sunshine, informed consent and liability release. Camper Greta Sherman at 401 Queens, New York. We're in New York now. Insurance company. Relationship to camper. Mother's sister / aunt. So it's the aunt that's babysitting? Carrier. Candy bar. Looks an awful lot like a Snickers. What is that? I'm afraid to continue in because I don't want to know if there's a dead baby. After the last episode, I wouldn't put it past them. All right. This one. Sarah's birthday is on the 20th. Diamond wedding. Brenda Sherman. And I think, if I remember right, this is actually going to be. We're gonna see the tutorial level, or not. Excuse me, not the tutorial level. The early the demo level. Person. I walked into the baby's room. What are you doing here? Fast fire baby's monitor. Oh no, the window's open. Public library. Metro Pass. Minecraft Street. Just going through and stealing. Ale, smokes. Again. Why is the safe in the baby's room? Sarah Peterson. Jen. Retta Peterson. Gun. Why is the Etch-a-Sketch in the safe? Money. Roller. I did really well in my tests. I studied really hard and I still have 2 more tests to go, but I wanted to show Mommy and Daddy. Maybe they will become happy if they see how smart I am, but Mommy was angry and said Daddy wasn't coming home anymore. Did Daddy get a timeout? I miss Daddy. Sometimes I smell his favorite bottle just to remind myself what he used to smell like. Mommy got so upset when she saw the bottle she made me throw them away. Secretly kept one. Mommy was so busy, I don't really like having babysitters. If only Daddy and Mommy could make up, but it is too late. Mommy and Daddy are liars. They told me I always need to make up with my friends when we fight. They told me to forgive Sarah whenever she takes and breaks my stuff. They don't make up. Even though they aren't together anymore, I still hear them fighting over the phone sometimes. Mama says she's going to keep Daddy away from us. Daddy says that he's going to rescue us from Mom. Why can't they just stay together? Oh, Oreos. Sarah and Greta. Dead person. They shot. And temporary restraining order. Brenda. Lied. Filed against Klein. I'm gonna guess that's Dad? Dad? Or boyfriend? No, they had the same last name, so. He's stealing. He's stealing. Aw, Dad. Enter desired number. They were calling 911 or trying to. Inbox. Hi, Brenda. Unfortunately, your schedule changed slightly. With the care center being understaffed at the moment, we'll have to ask you to come on Wednesday and Thursday. The hours will still remain your standard hours of 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Change your address. Process the change to your address 608 High Crest. Probably have your name changed. That by the local branch with the legal government type. Hi, Miss Peter. Unfortunately, I won't be able to help you this month as I'll be out of town for most of July. However, I do have a friend who I think will be perfect. A good track record, and I personally vouch for her number. Sorry for the inconvenience. Hey, You did all you could. There was nothing more you could have done. First, I'm glad it's all over. I don't care if he stays in jail or not. He can rot in there for all I care. Feel like you need time to heal and move on. Need or talk. Kids, you know how to reach me. Put one back to sleep. Buy more formula, buy more diet. Make appointments. Greta's more paint. So hopefully Greta wasn't here. I'm hoping that she was at camp. What is the questions I need answered, I guess? Who broke into the apartment? Who was present during the break? Who was killed? And alright, so Greta was gone. She was in camp. Was she working in the office when... I'm gonna guess she was in the office and she tried to call 911. And she shot him. Yeah, because the bullet hit him here. So I'm going to guess that it was Brenda. And the baby was here. Fairly easy case, I think. As long as I'm reading this right. Who broke into the apartment? Clyde. Brenda Peterson. And Sarah Peterson, little Sarah. I'm going to say it was Clyde and not Brenda, because, you know, that. Only by. I'm going with that because of the footsteps. And Brenda did the killing. Yes? Oh. Oh, is it? Do I have to include him as well? I guess I didn't think of that. Clyde. Can't. Peterson. There we go. I didn't realize I needed to include him too. Okay.
Which case file would you like to tackle?
The dinner party. I think the dinner
Loading
party.
scenario. Good luck.
What's this? Medicine bottle. Police have found this bottle at the scene of the crime, and it is confirmed that the cause of death was the contents. Severe liver damage may occur. Oral one. Oh, here doesn't it? Alright. Ronnie. Da Vinci wine. So we do have a bit of an unfair advantage, I think, that we know this case. That's okay. Valet parking. Ferry director. Who's Hampton attorney at law? And nicotine patch. Okay, so someone was trying to quit smoking. Matches. And pink align lock. I think this changed a little. I feel like it did. Birthday here. Ronnie leaves for New Orleans. Appointment with Dr. Richardson. Friends from company trip. I noticed during February she's gone Valentine's Day, and there was a receipt for a fancy restaurant, and that green purse has matches from that restaurant. Interesting, right? Jessica, Margaret. Dear Jessica, it's been a month since you came to visit me. Remember what we talked about? I think it's time you ended things with him. You've endured for too long. Mom. Happy birthday to you. It's that time of year again. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jess. Thank you for all the support while I was in AA. Ronnie is a lucky man to have you. I hope you have a great year. Birthday. The most beautiful woman in the world. From hubby. Is locked and may not be. That's Ronnie's thing. Someone got sick. Threw up. Ooh, I can't turn. I think that's dark pink. Or a red. Coffee. Drinking coffee. And if I remember right, somebody's a recovering alcoholic. Before. Benching wine. Oh, interesting enough, we can't open these cabinets in the demo. We were able to open up the cabinets. Yes, Victor, James, Carol. Reminder, my cousin cannot drink anything with alcohol. Serve him something else instead. James is left-handed. Okay, so we know that Victor is drinking the coffee. And someone left-handed. Going to guess maybe the person here. Spoon. Number 5 is the left-handed guy. Different. Beef stew. Yeah, things changed. There was a wallet here and other stuff, so interesting enough, they did change the stuff. Happy birthday, your mom loves you. New York restaurant guy. Romantic getaways. See if we can open up. Thing in German. Good thing that we know. Okay, so the question is, how many people live in this apartment? It's 2. Who is Jessica's cousin? That's Victor. Who sat in chair number 4? It was Ronnie Grayson. It's Jessica Grayson who was killed. And who was the killer? Killer. Carol. But it's a cheat that I know that because I figured that out from the demo. The medication bottle that we had in our evidence when we first walked in, if I remember right, in the demo, it talked about how that medication bottle was for helping to stop smoking, and the green purse had the nicotine patches in it. So what I know is that Ronnie is going to divorce her, and he actually is having an affair with Carol. I'm not seeing anything that would tell me that. List it completely. Hold on, is it a working beef stew? Yeah, it is. Looks like it anyway. But weirdos ate the beef stew on a shallow plate. Okay, well, they did say that they omitted information to see if we would piece it together, and I feel like they did. So, anyway, the killer is Carol.
Which case file would you like to tackle?
The celebration.
Loading scenario.
Okay, so this one I don't know.
Loading complete. Good luck.
Documents, interview, Christy. Interview of Christy. Hello, Miss Carter. Can you please answer my question? Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question again? Did you go to see Brian on the 31st of May? No. Did you have any physical contact with him at all during this week? No. When was the last time you met or spoke with Brian? Maybe a week and a half ago? Are you aware that Mr. Brian Olson's dead? What? Are you sure? He was killed last night in his apartment. Where were you on the 31st of May? Was that home? Yeah. So you're also in the band? Yes, I play the bass. I also play guitar, but I usually end up playing the bass. So would you describe your relationship with Brian? Brian honestly is more of Eric's friend than mine. Eric and I have known each other since elementary and have been tight since. Eric introduced me to Brian in high school and we started playing together. Can you go over your accounts of the incident? I was working for most of the day. I eventually left and headed for Brian's place. I bumped into Grace at the lobby and we went up together. What time did you arrive? 6:45. You recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No, I mean, other than the guy at the front desk, all of us had something to drink, so some things might be unclear. I do remember Grace was being pretty obnoxious the whole night. After I finished my drink, I left the apartment. Why did you leave? As I mentioned to the other officer, Brian was smoking heavily and I can't stand the smell of it. Where did you go? I went back home. Was anybody with you at the time? Anybody who can corroborate your story? No, not even the man at the front desk. This is getting annoying. I didn't do anything wrong. You've got nothing on me. Just let me. He said, yes, I'm one of the tenants of the apartment. How close are you with your brother? Close enough. I mean, we don't talk about deep things or anything. He mostly keeps to himself. Are you aware of the allegations towards him? What? Huh? What allegations? Okay, let's change the topic. Out of all the attendees, has any of them shown any violent behaviors or tendencies? Violent? Not really. Well, actually, Andrew has been suspended a few times for getting into fights. Can you recall the last time he got into a fight? Last week, actually? He and this other guy were fighting over a girl. Wait, you guys don't actually think he did it, right? Do you usually lock the door to your room? Yes, I like to keep my room private. Brian sometimes has his friends over, so I lock it anytime I have to head out. What? You said you lost your key? coming back from a friend's house, and I must have accidentally left it there. What time did you leave your friend's house? Around 6:30 p.m. How did you get into the apartment? Well, it was already open. Most of them were already inside. Brian must have let them in. What time did you arrive? 7? Do you keep a spare key? Yes, we keep a spare key on the kitchen wall, but it was missing. Someone must have taken it. Can you recall exactly when you noticed the key was missing? I checked as soon as I came back, but it was already gone. How did you get into your room? Brian used his key set to let me in. How often do you have parties at your apartment? Or do you often have parties? Yes, mostly for special occasions, but sometimes just to hang out on the weekend. Is there often alcohol involved? Yes. Andrew usually buys the drinks for us. Did you repeat what you told us? I was asleep. I woke up. It was dark. I went to the restroom, and that's when I saw him lying there in his room. I didn't know what to do. And then what happened? I panicked and screamed. Moments later, Andrew came running by, gave us a panic attack. Do you have any suspicions as to who his murderer could be? I don't know. I don't understand how this could happen. We were all really good friends. Can you please account for when you and others arrived at the apartment? Well, I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa and everybody who was already there. Don't know when the others arrived? What happened after? I don't know, man. I thought you have all the answers. It's after midnight and tired as hell. I gotta go soon. What happened after? I was in the toilet puking for quite a bit, and then I woke up Eric. And where was Jack during this time? I don't know. None of us saw him for the rest of the night. You were the one who brought the drinks to the party, correct? You're not old enough to drink. How did you purchase them? Did you contaminate the drinks in any capacity? What? Of course I didn't contaminate the drinks. You do know that underage drinking and purchase of alcohol is misdemeanor. Really? That's all you got? Thought you guys were trying to solve a murder. Get serious. It's a complete waste of time. None of my friends did what you're suggesting. We have a Grace. Can you elaborate more on your relationship with Brian? I already told you, he and I had been dating for about a year and things were going well. You tell me of your accounts for the evening. Look, Christy is 100% guilty here. That lying bitch has been trying to get in between Brian and I ever since we got together. Can't stomach that he chose me and not her. I'm telling you, that girl is batshit psycho. Calm down, Miss Burns. Don't tell me to calm down. That girl should be behind bars. Please, just answer the question. Fine, I arrived at the apartment same time as Jack. We got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. Why the hell was she even there? Did she not even... Miss Burns, please focus. Are you sure you saw Miss Carter leave the apartment? Oh, 100%. She's the only girl in this world that has dyed green hair and braids her hair like that. All right, please continue. After Andrew came with the drinks, we all started to play a drinking game. This went on for most of the night, and I eventually knocked out. Can you recall if anybody passed out before you did? Sorry, I can't. I completely blacked out. I must have drank a bit too much because the cops had arrived by the time I woke up. All right, we have Eric. Can you please count when you and the others arrived at the apartment? I know I was the fourth to arrive. Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. I must have missed something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. Maybe Grace and Brian had a fight. I have no idea. I was super glad when Lisa arrived. She always livens the mood. I think Andrew was the last to come. He's always late for everything. Were you drinking that night? We all were. Grace usually doesn't drink that much, but that night she was chugging as if there was no tomorrow. Anything to note of that night? I'm not sure how drunk I was, but I do remember Jack and Brian were arguing for a bit. Things got pretty heated, but Brian eventually got up and locked himself in his room. You were the one to call 911? It says here on the report that you discovered the body and called law enforcement for 2 hours. Why did it take you so long to call law enforcement? Because Andrew was completely against it. And why was he against calling the authorities? Something about underage drinking and him getting in trouble, in more trouble than the rest of us. Look, I know he's a little dumb at times, but trust me, he didn't do this. Error. Mike, stop working. What part of I don't remember much do you not understand? Please calm down. We just want to clarify certain details. Please tell us again. Like I said, I was drinking heavily that night. I must have passed out because the next moment I remember was Andrew waking me up by pouring water on my face. Lisa tells me that you had a pretty big argument with Brian last week. Want to tell me about it? Seriously, you guys are reaching. He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes. I've been busy recently, so I hadn't had much time to practice. But come on, there's no way I'd kill him over something like that. I have my pride as a musician. I was going to show him up with my performance. So, that was something different. Okay, so we got 401, 402, and a 403. grease on the elbow. Mouthing off today. Hey, I know we're becoming better friends than we have been. I just feel like I owe it to myself to get this out. Christy, I do have feelings for you, and I'm really nervous to tell you this. And by this, I'm not asking you to return these feelings, nor am I asking you anything more than you. Oh. Trying to go for that. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Carter, welcome to Noble's 2003 summer school. Your student schedule for the Nobles, blah, blah, blah. The schedule, program, blah, 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 starts. Under, please note. Mr. and Mrs. Carter. EpiPen. Ooh, someone's got an allergy. Inhalers. Pizza. Oh. Whoosh. Dragons of Raven. Honor and Duty 2. Assassin Kingdom. Love it. Love it. Ryan. Jack. Grace. Someone brought a coffee while everybody else is drinking. Everywhere. How to survive on your own. I can't. Lato. Whisk. Oh, I thought I was saying wish. Cleaning. For the son who avoided chores like the plague. Cooking. Do not put raw microwaves. Okay, that's not that says it all. Do not put raw eggs in the microwave. Do not put anything metal, including aluminum foil. If you use a lot of oil when cooking, after you're done, throw the oil in the trash, not the sink. You do not need oil when cooking bacon. Dish soap is not the same as hand soap. Dish soap is for washing dishes. Wash your hands before and after prepping a meal. Very important, use different tools to prepare raw meat and vegetables. In case you didn't know. Oh no, someone died here. Why is there a bullet casing? Knight of Rock application form. Group band Dead Ironclad Killers. Band member Ryan. Group chat. As you all know, a few of us are going to be graduating. We're going to have a grad party at our place 7 p.m. on Saturday. Let's go. I'm bringing drinks. Why can't we just go to the arcade? Hey, I don't understand how you would enjoy that. Gamer boy. Striker. And what, chugging a whole bottle of Cordia Light is fun for you? I think the arcade is fun, greasy. So guys, I already made the preps. I just want us to enjoy our last time as high schoolers together. Someone needs to watch over Eric. Make sure he doesn't drink so much. Party pooper. You barfed all over the couch, you boozer. Give me a week to get rid of the smell. Okay, geez, I'll be more careful. So Striker is Brian. Great. We'll see each other this coming Saturday then. If you have questions or concerns, message in this group chat. Are we gathering again? Scroll up, you edit. He mentioned the Hey guys, we need to practice this week. Can we meet up? Sorry, no can do. I got track meet on Tuesday. I have a race coming up. I can't do Tuesday either. I agreed to help my dad at a store. Seems like most of us can't make it. Let's reschedule. About Thursday. Thursday is fine. Fine. Dude, you can't just bail. Really sorry something came up. We can't practice without a drummer, and the only one who knows how to play the drums. Do you know how important this gig is? I faxed you something. Did you get it? Hey, babe, what am I looking at? This just came in today. Keep this between us, please. I don't want anyone else to know about it. Of course not. You think I'd be sharing this if it was true? I bet you $1,000,000 it was Christy. Thinking the same. Can you talk to her? I swear I'm going to kill her the next time I see her. Don't make this worse than it is. Just talk to her. Only she can make this go. Gamer boy, can you come over to my place this Saturday? I want to go over base arrangement. I'll come over after 5 if that's cool. I'll be at my dad's store till then. That reminds me, do you think your dad would be willing to sponsor for our next gig? Wait, let me know what he said. I gotta do this. I can't. I couldn't read it. Brian Olson, number of days. Oh, this is suspension. Any student found in the building while in suspension, blah, blah, blah. I reported that Brian had sexually assaulted her. These are serious allegations, so the school contacted law enforcement. We asked that all parties involved. No. Christy, can you please, I'm sorry. Christy. And she took off. Well, Christy's looking. It's so low to the ground. Basically, all right. Well, there's really nothing to see in the back. I can tell. This is Gracie's room. Food drive kitchen. Plenties. Homes and mystery. Regional match. Club photo day. Practice exams. Last day at school. Messenger group chat. Racket scientist. Hey guys, when the school is over, you guys still want to meet up and practice in summer? I'm fine with meeting up, but my family and I are going to be out of town around the end of July. Uh-oh. Alright, so Gracie private chat. Since since Christy is graduating this year, we'll need a new captain. I think you'd be a good fit. What do you think? I was hoping you'd be up for a task. Let's talk about the school. I gotta go soon. Hey, have you heard from Christy? She hasn't been to school in a few days and she's not picking up. You haven't heard? Casey told me she was sexually assaulted by someone. What the fuck? Please tell me they caught this mofo. Easy there, cowboy. It's just a rumor and the school hasn't said anything. Hopefully it's not. I don't know if you heard, but word is going around that Christy was sexually assaulted by someone at school. She hasn't been to school in a few days. Better not be joking. What's the school doing about it? They haven't issued any statement yet. Hopefully it's nothing. You know how she is. Such a drama queen. You're lucky you have your brother. What's that supposed to mean? He's a big guy. Even guys are intimidated. Perfect Creed deterrent. Guess who I saw trying to walk home with Christy today? You're definitely overreacting. Girl, I'm telling you, he's 100% into Christy. I bet you that's the only reason he joined the tennis club. Ah. If it is, thank God he did. He's one of our best players. Gonna have a tough time getting through her brothers. I know all of them. They're pretty nice. Into tennis. Alright, so what is the questions? Who died? Who was the second last to arrive? Who was the owner of the blue sports bag? And who is the killer? Brian. Six, right? All right. Well, it was Brian Olsen who died. Who was the second to arrive was Lisa Olsen. It's Andrew, right? Who was the drummer? So Andrew was into Lisa? One thing I started to notice, Jack is lying quite a bit in his interview. So that's suspicious, right? And he's defensive. This is getting annoying. I didn't do anything wrong. Plus, there's the bit of a thing where they said that Christie's brothers are protective. I guess. I don't know. Stuck on who's the killer. Thought it was Christie. Well, I'm going to guess Jack because he's the only one that didn't really drink. But Brian as well. Alright,
Congratulations, you've aced this case file.
I only guessed Jack because of the cup. I don't know. You were granted the power to pardon one of the perpetrators. Who would you choose? Oh, totally.
Which case file would you like to tackle?
Alright, in the next episode, I'll bring you the bloodbath. Thanks for keeping me company.